What up, y'all? Guess what? We back. It is Detroit Choices Podcast, Detroit Choices Network Podcast. I had to rewind that. But check it out. Yes, we back again. Number 2. So, I'm going to bring some information for you. First of all, let me tell you, it is the 8th of August. We in August. This month is passing by quick. Let me get up on this mic so you can hear me. This month is passing by so damn quick. But yes, the last episode, number 1. If you didn't see it, go back, check it out. Make sure you subscribe on my channel. I'm trying to get them numbers up. You know how this shit go. You know how it go. But yeah. So the last one was about just telling you about how I'm gonna present the podcast, things that we're gonna be talking about. Man, it's gonna be about business though, and establishing your business, getting your business together. Getting your plan, getting finance, just things like that. So today, let me get in the mic again. Today I want to talk about your first few steps in deciding if you want to get a business, if you want to get in the business world, if you're going to be a retail, if you're going to do food, if you're going to do service, exactly what you're going to do, the steps you got to take in order to make that happen. So, no further delay. Let's get into it. And I also said, at the last one about having a script. And look what I got. Got that script, baby. So first of all, when you're getting into the business world and you're deciding if you want to have a business, you gotta decide on what your lane is gonna be, which way you gonna go. You going this way, that way. Where you going? What you gonna be, what your brand gonna do. So let's talk about it. So what you gotta figure out, what is your business, first of all. Then you have to be passionate about it, first of all, too. Sorry about that. You gotta be passionate about it, because if you don't love it, then it's gonna be like another job. And you're not doing it for a job, you're doing it for the convenience. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for the income. You're doing it so you can have a better life ahead of you. And for your son. Or, for your family. So you got to figure out, start putting those pieces to the puzzle together. Like forming your plan. So let me first of all go off a few things here. So find what fits you. What type of business is going to fit you? Is it going to be a retail? Is it going to be food? You're going to provide a service? What are you going to do? Okay? So after you find those things out, there's a lot of research that comes into that. So don't just jump off into, I'm about to serve food. Man, that's a whole nother world out there. It's a food world. So you got to immerse yourself in the food world. And do some research in the different foods. And if you really think about it, the chefs, they always come out with something special that they came with. Whatever dessert, dish, dinner, steak, whatever, they perfect it. And they come with that dish, recipe, whatever. And then they build off of that. So that's what you got to do, is put your research, put your plan, put that in action. So what I would recommend is give it a test run. Whatever you decide to do, you want a retail store, give it a test run. They got these pop-ups going out here. Pop-ups is very famous right now. So you can mess around, go hit you a few pop-ups, take your shirts out there, sell them, or just put them out on the market and get some feedback. And then get that going in your brain about how you should come next time. And then you got to really take those steps to, you got to take the bad with the good too. So you got to put that all together so you can understand how to come back and place yourself. Okay? That's we ain't even got to number 1 yet, so hold tight. We just having a little conversation. So another one is, after you do all of that, you got to see how you feel about it. How you really, really feel. You got to do some soul searching with that. if you feel good and you feel like, oh yeah, I could run with this, don't kid yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Whatever you do, don't lie to yourself. So if you feel good about it, then it's time to get you a business license. So with that is some steps with that. So once you get you a business license, you got to get you well, first let me back up. You got to come up with a business name. Then you got to get you a business license. Okay? A name, business license, tax ID. You know he want his, Uncle Sam. He want that about you, for sure. And once you get your tax ID, get that business account with any bank. Well, not any bank. I recommend going to like a credit union. If you can, get into a credit union, get you a business account with the credit union. You know, go in there, set that up, because that's what's going to get you, do it as soon as possible. As soon as you get that tax ID, you should be getting you a bank account that day. Okay? Because later on, we'll talk about that, is business credit. So that's ooh, man, that's a big topic. They're going to do a whole show on business credit. But anyhow, once you turn yourself to get those 4 things, your business name, your business license, your tax ID, and your business account, you own and ready. You own and popping, I should say. And then one more step after that. I mean, you really should be doing this in the beginning, is branding yourself. So branding yourself is what you got to do to single yourself out from others. So that brand, then you got to really brand yourself. So I mean, you really got to get it really established in you, so you can present it to other folks, to other customers, other clients, and present it like that in a most professional way as possible. You know. So also give yourself role models. We really need role models out there that you can emulate yourself behind or next to, however you want to say it, so you can take those steps and be like, oh, and learn from them. Period. That's what you got to do. I mean, really what I'm gonna say, what I need is a mentor. For a long time I really said, no, I need a mentor, this and that, whatever. But that's some bullshit. Really, a mentor is another name for a teacher. You do got to pay for it, just like you got to go to college. You got to pay for that. It's a little extra, but if you get in with that mentor, and he's gonna show you the steps. I'm in the process of copping one right now, and it's costly. It shocked the hell out of me too. It was like, wow, I didn't know what the hell. I'm not paying that, but it depends on how professional you want to get, and then too, choosing the right mentor that you feel comfortable with, because that's another. It's some research. Everything is about that research. The internet is cool. It's helping you, but it helps you feel that vibe. You got to feel the vibe when you're out there trying to choose a person that you want to communicate with, and you feel comfortable talking personal. It's gonna be personal, period. So y'all gonna be talking numbers, personal, bank, everything, you know, and he gonna push it forward for you, or he gonna lay it out for you the way that you should do it. And you got to take the steps to actually do it. You can't be lazy. You cannot be lazy and do this. It's all about now, if you want it. Excuse me. I'm gonna be for real. I've been putting off this podcast for probably a year. So, and I'm just not really getting at it. So, you know, and figuring out which lane I'm gonna go in and how I want to do it. I know I want to do a podcast. I know I want to do social, but at the same time, I'm setting up a business. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, trying to get the store going. It's a lot. So that's why I was like, whoa, we could do the podcast on a business, the structure, the things we go through, the life. You know, it's a lot of different topics with that. So, and it's a journey. So that's why I was like, well, let's document this. So here we are. And this is the second podcast. So thank you for being a part of it and going down the journey with me. Yeah. So I just want to touch upon a few things right now, real quick for you. I don't want to hold you all night, this and that, talk about a bunch of stuff. But there are some different topics that we could touch on. If you want to leave some comments, you definitely can. I do help along the way, you know, because you got to go through, to get your business license, you got to go through Laura, Michigan.gov to get your business license. You also have to go through the IRS, the tax bureau, to get your tax ID number. And really, it don't cost that much to get. And no matter what, even if you got a little side business or a big business that's with a store, you still got to have that LLC. And the LLC, I've been learning more and more about that LLC. The LLC is gold. And you can turn that gold to platinum. So, man, that LLC is great. As far as LLCs in there, you got to decide on what you're going to be, a sole proprietor, or if you're going to be an Inc., you know, corporation. There's different ways you can set your business up, but it's all about that tax. So therefore, you got to watch how you structure your stuff. So I'll bring an accountant on here so you can explain some of that too. But you got to have an accountant in place too, so he can have your taxes lined up right and your dealings of dealing with these other companies that you got to buy, because you got to buy wholesale. You can't buy retail. We're not doing that no more. You go to these other stores and they're not ran by us, and whole nother subject anyway. But we're not buying retail. We're buying wholesale, cheap as possible, so we can put it out for retail. So I don't want to I'm getting all worked up about this. But hey, like and subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing way more info. And I'm getting set up. Well, I'm setting y'all up so I can have some speakers on here too to talk about these different avenues that you have to take. The accountant, getting your bank account together, getting funding, teaching you about the business structure, teaching you about a business license. Just want to have people so we can talk about this thing one-on-one and give you the real deal Holyfield with that. So, all right, I'll get back on you later. Hey, Detroit Choices Podcast, Detroit Choices Network Podcast. I keep doing that. But we're going to get it right. Thank y'all for taking, 13 minutes out your time and checking me out. All right, bet. See you.